Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to bring you a record prediction for the Miami Dolphins for the 2019 and 2020 season in the NFL. Now the Miami Dolphins are a very interesting team because they have been rumored as of today, August 27, 2019, they have been rumored to be possibly talking about making a trade for the Texans outside linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. Now that is very, very interesting. Clowney is, a really, really good edge rusher, one of the premier in the NFL. Now, granted, he hasn't lived up to the #1 overall pick status, but he still has been a very, very good player for the Texans and one of the keys for their success on defense. Now, they do have some, interesting pieces. They drafted Minkah Fitzpatrick last year. He looks pretty good. They also ended up trading for Josh Rosen last year for the NFL draft in exchange, I believe, for a second-round pick. The Dolphins got Josh Rosen. They also have guys like Raekwon McMillan. They have Jerome Baker, and they do have some good pieces. They have Laramie Tunsil as well. And pretty much, guys, we're going to go and we're going to predict what they're going to finish out for the 2019 to 2020 season. And pretty much, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get it. Okay. The first matchup is going to be against the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens in this one. The Ravens look really good. I think the AFC North have already mentioned it, but I think the AFC North is going to be a very interesting division this year because all three, well, not all three out of the four teams are really good this year. I think the Steelers are going to be good. I think the Ravens will be good, and I think the Browns will be good. So it's kind of tough to tell who will win the division right now, but I think that the Ravens are going to take this one against the Dolphins, and that is that. Next, against the Patriots, I'm going to take the Patriots in this one. The reason why is because I just like the Patriots a lot, man. They have a very, very good team this year. Now, granted, they don't have a they don't have a good defensive line. They subtracted in the offseason Trey Flowers, Trent Brown, and also Rob Gronkowski. And also Lance Kendricks is suspended for the season opener, as well as Benjamin Watson is suspended the first 4 games of the season. So they're not going to have a real tight end to start off the year. But, I mean, looking at it, offensive line, one of the best in the NFL. However, I heard last night David Andrews actually went down with a blood clot, I believe, in his lungs, and he's, in jeopardy for the 2019 to 2020 season. That's going to be a big hit, but they still have Isaiah Wynn on the line, who tore his ACL last year, couldn't really prove himself. They also have Joe Thuney, they have Shaq Mason, and then they also have Marcus Cannon. So they have a very, very good line, and to be completely honest, guys, I'm taking the Patriots in this one. And, yeah, next is Dolphins-Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys regardless if Zeke comes back or not. I think they're going to crush them, and yeah. Next is going to be Dolphins and Chargers. Now, Chargers are a very interesting team because Derwin James is out for 3 to 4 months with an injury. They still have Phillip Rivers. And to be fully honest here, I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think they're going to get their first home win here. I'm taking the Dolphins against the Chargers. I think Derwin James is going to be a huge subtraction to that team, and I feel that they're going to win this one. Redskins and Dolphins. This is a very interesting one as well here because the Redskins, they don't really have a good team. I think this will be a close game, and I think the Redskins are going to win. I don't think that the Dolphins... Oh, yeah, also, by the way, they have Xavier Howard. I completely forgot about him, who had a great year, got that massive extension. And, yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Redskins in this one, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Dolphins win because, to be completely honest here, the two teams are almost evenly matched. I feel that... Well, not evenly matched, but I feel that'll be a close game. We'll have to wait and see. Next is going to be the Dolphins and the Bills, and this is another interesting one because I think they're around the same skill level. I'm going to take the Bills very slightly in this one. I'm not saying they're a good team or not. I'm just saying that they're going to take this one very slightly. Moving on now is going to be the Dolphins versus the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers in this one because they have a very good team this year. They have James Conner. They have James Washington, the wide receiver out of Oklahoma State. They still have Big Ben Roethlisberger. They have David Castro, one of the best guards in the NFL. They also have guys like TJ Watt on defense. And to be fully honest here, I'm taking the Steelers in this one. I think they're going to be good again this year. Next matchup is going to be Jets and Dolphins. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to give the slight edge to the Dolphins in this one. Anyway, so they can go ahead. They can shock a lot of teams this year. Or not shock a lot of teams, but they can play pretty well at home. And to be fully honest here, you could definitely see some upsets with them. And I think this will definitely be one of the upsets. I'm taking the Jets in this one. Dolphins and Colts, I'm going to take the Colts in this one. Even with the subtraction of Andrew Luck, who shocked the NFL world with his retirement, I still see the Colts winning this one, because the Dolphins, honestly, they don't have a lot of talent. Their best players is Xavier Howard, and to be fully honest here, I don't see the Dolphins going anywhere, and I'm going to take the Colts. Next is Bills and Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins. They're going to split against each other. That's my prediction. Next is Dolphins and Browns. I'm taking the Browns because they're at home. Also, they have one of the most talented teams in the NFL, but they also have a lot of head cases on their team. They do have guys like Baker Mayfield, who is very, very high on his own stock. Same thing with Odell Beckham Jr. and also Kareem Hunt as well. Like, they have a lot of head cases, but they have a lot of talent on that team, and I think that they will be successful this year. And as I said before, the AFC North is going to be very interesting. Next is going to be Eagles taking on the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Eagles. They have one of the most talented teams in the NFL. I pretty much said that like all the time at this point. Like, I've said it a lot, but the Eagles have a really talented team. They could definitely contend for a Super Bowl this year, and that's my opinion. Next is Dolphins Jets again. I'm going to take the Jets because they're at home. I think the Jets and Dolphins are going to split in this one. Next is going to be Dolphins versus the Giants, and I'm going to take the Dolphins because the Giants, I just don't think they're going to be successful again this year. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Dolphins. Bengals and Dolphins, I'm taking the Bengals in this one because I think that the Bengals are, have that edge over the Dolphins. That's my opinion. Then Dolphins and Patriots, I'm going to take the Patriots in this one. So overall, the Dolphins are going to finish 4-12, 2-4 in their division, 3-9 in their own conference, 3-5 at home, 1-7 away, 1-8 versus winning teams, and 3-4 versus losing teams. I have them, losing to the Ravens, Patriots, Cowboys, Redskins, Bills, Steelers, Colts, the Browns, Eagles, the Jets, the Bengals, and the Patriots. I have them losing to the Patriots twice. I have them splitting against the Jets in this one, splitting against the Bills as well. And I have them beating some good teams. I have them beating the Chargers. I have them beating the Jets. And I have them beating the Giants, as well as beating the Bills. So, anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the likes, trash smash 5 likes. The Bills are going to be the next up on my list. So, guys, take care. Peace out.